All right, so welcome everyone to the Nova Demo 33. Today is April 7th. Happy Easter, everyone. And let's start. So today agenda will be the following. We will take a look on our KILT w3n name integration. Later, we will switch to the EVM Networks integration, and we will start with Ethereum, and we will highlight other networks that we're planning to integrate to the Nova. And then we're going to finish the demo by taking a look on the topics which we are going to develop in our upcoming Kusama Treasury proposal. So let's start. You can find always recording for the demos in the YouTube section, and you also can find the links for the slides and materials shown in the description. And you can also join our social media such as Twitter, Telegram, and other sources. So feel free to scan the QR code or press the link if you accessing the slides themselves. And our first topic would be the KILT w3n name integration. And for that, I will move to the browser once again. And before we start, let me briefly explain you what w3n name is. Long story short, w3n name is a service provided by the KILT, which is one of the parachains in Polkadot. And w3n name is basically helps you to personalize your digital identity. So KILT is also providing the digital identity services, DIDs, and the w3n name is allowing to wrap this digital identity in much human readable and convenient format. Like you can see on the screen, this is how digital identity look like. And this is how w3n name for this digital identity might look like, right? So almost something like a nickname. And there are lots of use cases for the w3n names, and we decided to help KILT folks to explode the usage of the w3n names. And one of the use cases would be to use the w3n names for easier sending funds between the users, basically. Something what is Yen is serving in the Ethereum world, and we would like to see more projects like that, but in our ecosystem. So we decided to collaborate with the KILT project. So the w3n name integration for the sending assets is done, and we're going to show it right on this demo. Again, just to recap, here's how it works. So each w3n name has assigned DID, or in fact, the w3n name is stored inside the DID. And then inside of this DID, you can also find something called the payment provider or payment info, which has a collection of the user's addresses that the user assigned by themselves for each network. So this is how it looks like. You can basically assign as many addresses as you want to, and we can take a look on how it works in the Nova now. So let's go back to the slides. Yeah, so as I was mentioning, it allows to enter w3n name as a recipient in the send feature at this moment. And if w3n name and corresponding DID has a payment info, then the user would be able to select one of the addresses that user specified for themselves in order to receive the funds. So that would be our first step towards the DID adoption. We're going to take a look how the user and community will enjoy this feature. So yeah, that will be a nice first step. So let me grab the Android emulator and let's see how it works in the Nova. So for example, we will go and try to send some DOT tokens. We're going as usual to the send feature. And here you can now see in the hint that address or w3n name is accepted. So I'm going to try to enter the w3n name. It's actually in my buffer, so I'll just paste it. And as soon as I finish the entering, what is happening, the Nova is fetching the information from the KILT blockchain, right? We're trying to find the DID, DID for this w3n name. And then if we found successfully the payment information in this DID, then the Nova is fetching these addresses which user or owner of this w3n name specified for themselves. And now you can see the list of this. So I'm not sure that somebody will have this many addresses, but why not? Anyways, this is one of our test accounts. So you can see that it can return you several addresses. And for example, we can see the 3 valid ones. Top of them has kind of the nicknames. You can see the day7 or valid.polkadot, and below you can find the address. So we can hit one of them, for example, this one. And what is happening is you can now see the identicon for this address, and also you can see that we basically successfully retrieved the Polkadot address for this Web3 name, and now here's the preview of this address and also the nickname. You can tap the info button, you can copy this address, you can view it in Subscan or any other explorer, but the idea is that you can basically now use the Web3 names for sending your assets. So if you go back here and try to search it again, we can select another address. And you can see that basically some of them might not have the nickname. That's the third one is actually the same as the second one without the nickname. And also you can see that we can find the invalid addresses like below. They have the gray identicon, which means that basically they are not valid addresses to be used. So this is also helpful for the people, because they might inform the owner of this Web3 name that the address that they entered for the payment info is basically wrong. So they should fix this, or they should correct the address that they assigned for their Web3 name. So the users are able to specify any addresses for any network. The standard for the networks is basically shared across the community. So that means that the Web3 name, we were trying to fetch it for the Polkadot network. So let's try to fetch it for another network like Kusama. We're going in exactly the same flow. And here was the case. Let me show it one more time. So I'm just pasting the Web3 name address here. And instead of seeing the list of the options, we might end up with just returning one address, because that might be the case for some of the users if they just store one address for one network, right? Because that would be, I think, the case for most of the users. But anyway, you still have access to view the address that you just received from the Web3 name, as well as the nickname of this address that Web3 name owner assigned to this name, right? So you can still kind of double check if you sending the money to the right person, let's say. So this is cool. It might be the case that this Web3 name does not have address for your network. Let's see how it will work now. And basically, you can see that this Web3 name address does not have any addresses assigned on the Listen Shrine network, right? So that's basically the case. In short, Web3 names integration allows you to use this nice and cool nicknames instead of remembering exact addresses or whatsoever. You can just copy and paste the Web3 name of any user that you would like to transfer the funds to, and that will work automatically. So this is a really cool feature. All right, so if you have any questions, post them in the chat and we will proceed further. The further one is the EVM networks. So EVM networks was something what we have been building for quite a long time, but before we have been building EVM support only for substrate-based networks. So you can take a look on the, for example, Moonbeam network, right? The Moonbeam network actually has both APIs, like Substrate, which is the default framework for building blockchain in the Polkadot ecosystem, right? And which is the blockchain framework for the most of the networks that Nova Wallet is supporting right now. And also the Moonbeam network Moonbeam network has the EVM API, which means that you can use something like a MetaMask to transact with the Moonbeam, because MetaMask is the Ethereum wallet and you can use the same calls to the MetaMask. But we have never had the, let's say, pure EVM network like Ethereum, for example. So we decided to jump in and provide this feature because it was requested by the community members, and we decided that it just makes sense for people to manage the whole variety of the assets, of the digital assets available, not only in the Polkadot ecosystem. So we have developed the EVM network support, and we started to roll up it with Ethereum. So this is available already on Android, and for the iOS, it's under the review. And what we're going to do, we're going to expand the list of EVM networks, starting with Exasama and the Polygon, and we will see later on how community reacts to it, how community want us to integrate more the networks, right? But having Ethereum is already a huge achievement for us. In short, right now, No Wallet supports wallet features such as sending, receiving, viewing the operation history, viewing the balances of the Ethereum tokens, including KILT w3n. You can import an export account by the mnemonic, by the other secret sources, and you can also use the dApps of the Ethereum and other EVM networks in the dApp browser of Nova, right? So you can open something like a Uniswap or 1inch and transact basically there. Upcoming features. We have been talking with the Moonbeam folks, and we are planning to align all the EVM features together with them. And we are looking forward to support the NFTs and the common NFT standards in the EVM networks, and also bring the ledger support, because that was also requested quite often by the community. So let's have a look how EVM network support looks like in the Nova wallet. So for that, I need to take a look probably on that wallet. Right. And what we have here, we just as usual network like Kusama, KILT, or Moonbeam, we have now Ethereum. So the UX is pretty much the same. Since No Wallet is the multi-chain wallet, like one of the few in the world, you can see all of the networks that you have assets in right on one screen. And Ethereum is just one of them now. And you can see like several assets like a DAI, ETH, UNI, USDC, and you can add any ERC20 token basically using the manage tokens feature. So you can press the add token, and then you can specify all, you can specify the network in which ERC20 tokens are supported, such as, for example, Moonbeam, Moonriver, and now it's available for Ethereum, and the features will be also in Exasama and the Polygon. So now you can add any ERC20 tokens by the contract address, and that will just teach Nova about that token. But anyway, so you can now see that the Ethereum network is supported. ERC tokens are supported. You can go and see your operation history, just like for the Polkadot network or any other subset-based network. UX is pretty much remains the same. You can find all these amazing details like who is the sender, network fee, recipient, transaction ID. You can check it in an Etherscan. So pretty much the No Wallet is now a complete Ethereum wallet, if you would like to say so. So you can send the funds, you can receive the funds. So like all the basic wallet features are supported. And also, as I was mentioning, we are planning to bring the support for the Exasama and the Polygon, which means that if I go, for example, to this wallet, those networks are also supported with all their ERC20 tokens. So you can see the Exasama with the Sama here, and the Polygon with the Matic token is here as well. For the dApps, we have been supporting the dApps with the MetaMask protocol integration for quite a while. That's why you can use, for example, the Moonbeam dApp using the Nova or any other dApp for the Moonbeam network, because most of them are using the MetaMask protocol to operate with. And now you can also use it for connecting with classic Ethereum dApps like Uniswap or 1inch or any other, basically the EVM-based the dApp. That was actually possible even before, but now, since you will have the full picture regarding your Ethereum balance, that just makes much more convenient to operate with Ethereum-based assets, because you can now see the balance in your No Wallet, and also you can operate with the same assets from the dApp browser. And I would like to remind the goal of this integration. We would like to still be heavily invested and focused into the Polkadot ecosystem, right? So that's why you can see the governance of the Polkadot implemented, the staking of the Polkadot assets implemented, and all other features basically are highly prioritized for the Polkadot ecosystem. But at the same time, we would like our users to have access to all of the Web3 assets available there. So Ethereum is one of the most popular networks, so it was just making sense for us to provide it to the users so that they can manage more funds effectively with one convenient and amazing interface like Nova. So that's about EVM Networks integration. Once again, if you have questions, drop them in the chat and let's proceed further. So forced treasury proposal. We decided to apply to the Kusama one. You can expect it to be published for the discussion probably on a Monday, Tuesday. But you can see what topics we decided to pick for the next one. First one is a multi-staking dashboard. We noticed that users often stake more than one asset into the Nova. And also we would like to kind of rewrap the UX of how you can start staking or how you can view all the staking assets available in Nova for staking. So we just decided to rewrap this experience and provide something called multi-staking dashboard, in which it will be both much more easier to start staking for the newbies and at the same time helping the people who is already staking multiple assets to see them on exactly one screen at the moment, all the rewards, all the staking tokens that you are currently active in. So you would be able to see that on the one screen. The next one is the staking nomination pools. We have been one of the first applications which were supporting the nomination pools through the DApp, through the official DApp in the Polkadot, which is staking Polkadot dashboard. But now we would like to bring the native integration to the Nova, and we would like to also make a step forward in order to simplify it for the users, because right now we can see that people get usually confused in between choosing the two options, like staking in nomination pools or staking as a nominator. So we would like to do some magic for them to simplify the process of selection so that it will be much easier to start staking, let's say, the Polkadot within a Nova wallet. So the staking nomination pools is also planned. Next one is Wallet Connect version 2. So Wallet Connect is one of the most popular, if not the most popular way to connect your mobile wallet, for example, and any DApp out there. Let's say any like DEX or NFT marketplace or any basically DApp, right? So you do the operation on your DApp and the signing is delegated to your mobile wallet where your keys are stored. So the Wallet Connect has been recently upgraded to the version 2, and now the whole ecosystem, whole the Web3 ecosystem, not only the Polkadot, is now migrating to the version 2. So the long story short, version 2 is a chain agnostic version of the Wallet Connect, which means that it doesn't matter is it Ethereum or the Polkadot, the protocol itself works exactly the same, and it's now possible to use Wallet Connect with the Polkadot. However, it's not really a popular thing in the Polkadot ecosystem to have a Wallet Connect in the Polkadot dApps, which means that somebody needs to make a first step. And now we have been collaborating with the party, with the Wallet Connect team, and with other teams in the ecosystem to bring the Wallet Connect support. And we would like to have the No Wallet as one of the first applications providing the Wallet Connect feature. This is also really amazing because it's not only regarding connecting to the dApps, it might be used also to connect to some desktop applications. Like, for example, in Ethereum, if you have been using the multisig tools, you're probably familiar with the Gnosis Safe as a standalone desktop application. But also for the Wallet Connect, you can connect to the dApps on your mobile phone. So you don't need actually to have a PC or the desktop. You can just connect, just like in the DApp browser Nova right now, but it will be done through the web Wallet Connect, sorry. So the next one is new asset stub user interface. Basically, the current user interface is amazing, no doubts. However, it was designed taking in mind not so many networks that we have right now and not so many tokens that we have right now. So we need to upgrade this one. In addition to this, we will also bring some adjustments to how beautiful it is. So we'll tune a little bit the interface itself, not only the UX. So you can expect that the asset stub will be more convenient and much prettier. That's about it. The next one is the community requested features. As soon as we will publish this proposal to the discussion, we can arrange that section. But for now, we have just selected one of the most popular features from our Kenny. By the way, you can always submit your feature request in nowallet.kenny.io. So feel free to do this. So, and feel free to review on the Monday what features we cherry-picked from this, and we can always change them in our proposal during the discussion phase. And the last but not the least, it would be the compensation for delivered features. During execution of the previous proposal, some of the features were just make sense, or they were just discovered during the proposal execution, and it was just for us making sense to deliver them in addition to what we have been promising in the proposal, so that the whole features would be complete. So to be specific, for the agile delegations, which were one of the main priorities in previous proposal, we have delivered as an out of the scope or as an additional features, a feature to edit your delegation and to search for a delegate on the Add Delegate screen. But also, not only the new features were done, but also features like fixing the cross-chain transfers, because on the Kusama and in the future on the Polkadot, there was an upgrade for the cross-chain transfers or XCM protocol to the version 2 or version 3. Yeah, kind of. So it required us to basically bring the support of these changes to the Node wallet, so that we can still provide to our users all this, like tons of the cross-chain transfer that we support in the Node wallet. There were also other ecosystem changes that we had to provide, let's say, in a hurry and just on spot. So we couldn't wait for the next proposal. We just needed to do them now. And then we wanted to ask for the compensation from the community. So basically that would be another section of the proposal. And this is sum ups the whole proposal. So once again, that's supposed to be published for the discussion phase on Monday, Tuesday. We will announce it in our social media. So yeah, stay tuned about this one. And the last section is a roadmap, but we will not pause here for long because that was the topic for the previous demo. But you can see that pretty much our proposal is aligned to our roadmap. You can see the nomination pools here, upgraded assets UI, wallet connect. So mostly like everything what I just mentioned to the Kusama Treasury is the subject for the next quarter. And you can always find our roadmap on our website, nowallet.io, so feel free to check it out there. And that would be it from my side. Thank you, everyone. So let me check the chat. Yeah, it's currently the pretty much interesting situation in the Kusama Treasury and Polkadot Treasury for getting the funding. So community is much more careful in order to spend the treasury funds, but I think it would be pretty much all right. And yeah, exit summer is coming, so prepare yourself. All right, so I don't see any other questions in the chat, which means that we can wrap up here. And I would like to appreciate everyone who joined and enjoy your evening. Thank you so much. Cheers.